Hey guys, what's up? It's Paige and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a pick a card on what is your life's destiny. So clearly this is a general reading, so take what resonates, and if you are interested in diving a little bit deeper to get more specifics and some general life path advice, I do offer that. If you want to hit me up for a personal reading at my Instagram, it's linked down below, or you can hit up my business email, which is catalysthealer@gmail.com. But otherwise, let's get started with your reading. If you need to know how to pick a card, I have that video linked down below, so check that out first if needed. Otherwise, you have your group 1, group 2, and group 3. I will see you at your timestamps. I'll provide it below. Alrighty, group 1, let's get started with your reading about what is your life's destiny. So, diving into your cards, of course. Lay them all out. We have Gemini, 11th house, 9 of Swords, Son of Wands in reverse, the Sun in reverse, Daughter of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Wands upright, and 2 of Swords upright. So diving into it, you guys end up being a really social butterfly in this life. However, I feel like in a different way than what you may have ever known to use this energy. I feel like, you know, you may have been a very social person already in your life. However, it may have been coming from a place that wasn't very authentic to you. And it's almost your life destiny to find people and just situations, but mainly people, I feel like, that are ultimately on your level and really working towards goals with you and not like hindering you. They're helping you in the process. You're able to kind of, you know, sway the crowd and I think a group's opinion in this lifetime in a way because you find people that resonate with you. And this may be completely different than something I think anybody has ever done in your family. And I think, you know, whether that's the case or not, it's still a big breakthrough for you in your life because, like I said, I feel like you resonate on a completely different level than maybe what you've ever attracted in your life. So things unfolding for you show a lot of your potential, and sometimes I feel like that might be a little uncomfortable for you, especially with this 9 of Swords here, just kind of peeking out over everything. You know, I mean, Gemini in the 11th house, I feel like that's a really great placement. That's like a Leo rising kind of energy, and you know, with the Sun here in reverse, something about this, you know, this boldness, this authenticness has been hindered in some way, and I feel like, you know, you may have felt like people have stepped on your toes and you've maybe held yourself back in actually finding people that really resonate for you, because I feel like people that haven't resonated for you have really made it known and they've really kind of, you know, probably offended you is what I'm getting. Like maybe not necessarily like just offend you, maybe they are just cruel people to you in general, but I feel like you've taken a step back from the group multiple times in your life, or if not, you're being guided to multiple times in your life to really evaluate the people that you put yourself with and see, like I said, how that helps or hinders your growth and your goals. Because the 11th house, while it rules friends, it also rules your hopes and dreams, your wishes, your goals, things that can be achieved on a like community level, basically. And Gemini is also, you know, very community-based. Like, this is about learning and connecting with people and, you know, touching the surface of everything, of course. But, you know, in the 11th house, in the 11th house, you know, you're going for something rather than just, you know, trying to touch the surface. You're using this, you know, quick moving energy and putting it to good use. And I feel like maybe you've been around more undeveloped Gemini energy where, you know, it is more superficial, it is more, you know, about variety seeking more than it is like actually trying to hit some type of goal. And I feel like, you know, to some degree that helps you, but like I said, like to what degree does it hinder you? Because something with this 3 of Cups here in reverse as well, I'm getting is that you haven't been able to really feel like you've received much out of your life that you're proud of and that you feel like is yours to have. And I feel like it's your destiny to realize that you were meant to have things in your life. Like, you are a person with desires that are meant to be granted. 11th house just keeps coming up as being like really big energy in your energy field. Honestly, like the people that you surround yourself with need to be authentic to you, but it has to be at a depth that resonates to you. And if you're not, confronting that, and you're around people that feel like they almost, I don't know, like they're constantly battling, because this is a battle card where you got to stand up for your beliefs and always, I don't know, like you're always trying to get other people to see your side, but in reality, with this Two of Swords here, I feel like you're not seeing your own side. You're constantly taking in their side, because this card, it represents the moon in Libra, and the moon in Libra is, Libra is other. It's, relating to other people's feelings and really just intuitively knowing them. But is that always helpful for you? Does that always help your growth and your exploration of your own traits and your own gifts? No, because sometimes you can consider other people's opinions almost to a fault, where you, like I said, you forget to do anything other than like stand up for where you're coming from. Or I don't know, this energy is kind of interesting with the Two of Wands, because it's like ghosting. Like you don't want to really deal with any of this kind of stuff. You want to just, not make a decision. But I'm feeling like it's in your destiny in this lifetime to make a decision. And that is further clarified a little bit here. Let me move these around a bit. With the Son of Wands in reverse and the Daughter of Wands upright. I mean, this is the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's like you haven't asserted yourself very clearly in your life. You haven't really, stated your claim about what you believe in a way that people can really follow. And that's something also with a Gemini 11th house energy. Gemini is very vocal. It wants to share what it knows so it can expand and learn, from varying perspectives. Because when you share, other people are going to oppose. And I feel like in your lifetime, it's your destiny to understand that that's okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing when other people, try to get under your skin, I guess. I mean, not necessarily get under your skin. Know when the people that are getting under your skin are getting under your skin for a reason that is toxic and not good for you. They're not seeing what you see. But then on the other side, see when those people may just need a helping hand. They may need some, information, I guess. With this Six of Pentacles here, I feel like, you have knowledge to share, and it's ripened over time. It's something for you to actually utilize now. But if you don't actually step up, with this Son of Wands, this is fire on fire. You're doing the dang thing, is what I like to say. You're asserting yourself with no real regard for, what might happen for the other person. And yes, I feel like that might seem a little scary to you, especially with the Sun in reverse. I feel like you may feel like that's like a negative way to handle situations, but like, honestly, you can't hold yourself back from truth. And I feel like that's probably why you're running into situations that are like, maybe feel like you're running into roadblocks here. I don't know. I just feel like also with this Daughter of Wands, if you can declare where you're coming from and actually act with integrity with it, because, the Daughter of Wands, pages in any deck are seen as like the immature, because they have yet to really experience much of what, the court cards bring yet. So being upright, I just feel like when you declare this part of you that like sees this belief, sees this wisdom as helpful knowledge that can help you get to your goals and really, transform your dreams into something really real and tangible, I feel like that's how you can actually move forward and actually find people and actually assert yourself in ways that like people want to listen to and people actually respect, and you would attract people in your life that, like I said, help you reach your goals. Your destiny in life boils down to being able to see yourself and others clearly. But like I said, you have to be a little fearless in this energy. And that's also kind of the Sun energy, is going with your gut, like going with your heart, but also knowing that like you're going to have to be fearless at times. You're going to have to choose. I can't even say fearless, because fear will always be present with you, with this Nine of Swords upright. I don't think it's ever going to be something that you just completely cut off, because honestly, we're human. You can't bypass things like that sometimes. But you know, I don't know, with the Sun in reverse, I just feel like it's choosing to realize that what you're doing is a better choice than being fearful of it, if that makes sense. Like, you don't have to fear anything other than the fear itself in your life. And when you just recognize that it's the fear that you're fearing rather than like the actual confrontation, the actual connecting of other people, you know, in a genuine way, because that's really what is showing up here, guys. It's like not wanting people to see you for who you really are, because who you really are feels scary to you. It feels like it's not right. It feels like, you know, other people have shown you and shot you down and told you like not to be the person that you feel like you are and that you're meant to be. But like, your destiny is to say to hell with that and just go with this inner adaptive personality that, you know, can see other sides and utilize that energy to see other sides and move, you know, people's opinions with your side. Because like I said here with the Six of Pentacles, you have something to give. You know, this card is a very nurturing card on both ends. Like, this, it's a give and take. It's not just one-sided. And I feel like you may have put yourself in quite a few positions where it was just one-sided, even if you were replying, even if you were coming from a place that you know, you thought that you were accommodating to their needs. Like I see here, sometimes that assertion really does the trick, and it makes things go from superficial to actually real. It breaks that barrier of, you know, superficiality and gets to the depth of things. And, you know, that's kind of the interesting contrast, because 11th house is also Aquarius energy, which is the eldest of the air signs, where Gemini is, you know, it's the youngest. So it's like the contrast of being able to put that youthful energy, which again is represented by the Sun here in reverse, into a cause, into collaborative kind of places, you know, because also with the Three of Cups here, it's like you're not willing to collaborate with other people. Actually, you're too busy defending your own belief systems. And like I said, this is almost like it's a little backwards. Like, you're doing what you need to be doing. Like I said, you want to stand up for your belief systems, but you don't want to only come from a place of defense and only coming from a place of, this is my side and I see your side, so I'm not gonna really, you know, like make an actual decision to like move on to that. Like, you almost stay in a place where you're upset with the outcomes of situations and people that you're around and the friends that you have, because you won't choose to assert yourself clearly and completely. So, you know, like I said, it is your destiny in this lifetime to stand up for yourself clearly and powerfully, but from a place that sees yourself clearly, that sees the power that you have in choice and making the decisions that align with your belief systems, and knowing that it is completely okay for you to do that because you are divine. You have a purpose to express yourself and to show other people what you have on your mind and share, you know, your perspective with the world, and also see how the world can help you shape your perspective and get more comfortable in your skin. It's, you know, it's a real give and take situation here, but, you know, I feel like this give and take may have been a little bit different than what you have been exercising. So if this helped you guys and if it resonated for you, I am super happy to hear that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like so. Yeah, personal reading, like I said, it will be linked down below if you're interested. Otherwise, I will see you in a different video. Peace. Hello, group 2. Let's get started with your reading about your life's destiny. So, let's check it out by placing our cards. We have 8 of Cups, Page of Swords in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune, 2 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Wands, I believe, the Moon, Son of Cups, the Sun, Square, and the 6th house. Alrighty, group 2, so I feel like I got a good vibe for what you guys have going on, and starting with the Sun, Square, 6th house, this energy to me, along with, I got it right away from these 3 cards right here, mainly also this 8 of Pentacles in reverse, but anyways, I just get this vibe that you guys are redefining what it means to work in this lifetime. you guys, I feel like, are like a group of people that are coming in to really set the stage for what it is to actually work on a craft, work on, you know, a hobby, your actual career, and make it a place, you know, make it come from a place that is true and authentic to you. Redefining it in the sense that you are making it a craft. This is coming to mind right now, especially once again, like I said, with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I actually read that the word talent is actually an old word for money or coins. And that's really interesting because in the tarot deck, pentacles represent physical, but they also tie along with career and stuff like that. So like I said, I feel like also, you know, with this being the card of refinement and being in reverse, I feel like you guys are changing what it looks like to be in the career field, basically in the work field, workforce, whatever you call it. My words are a little out there today. Can't seem to put them together, but let me dive into this a little bit more. So the sun is your individuality, your ability to not only be yourself, but expand your version of self and, you know, shine that light onto other people and other things to expand it more. So with it being square, the 6th house, I feel like you're challenging the activities of the 6th house. So day-to-day routine, the mundane, like work, you know, who you work for, because this also has a lot to do with you know, relationships with coworkers and just places that you get employed, not necessarily like your full-on career. So I feel like, you know, this is like, where do you spend your time? Where are you actually lighting up, and is it serving you or is it not? And that's, you know, in your lifetime, something that you really are going to focus on. And I don't know why all of a sudden I'm starting to get really hot. So I feel like, you know, you guys may just become very aware of things that like don't work for you and that kind of are uncomfortable for you. And when you honor that and you adjust, you guys are living your life's purpose. You're doing your destiny. You're doing the dang thing, because like I said, something about the way that you're setting your standards and the things that you're shining your light on in regards to the day-to-day mundane routines kind of thing, it's challenging it. It's reorienting that kind of energy and channeling it somewhere else. But like I said, you know, you're going to use your talents here. This is redefining, going back to almost like where we used to be in the past with, you know, leaving things that don't work for you. We have 2 8s here again. So, I mean, I just feel like there's this big realization that, you know, things don't have to be for you if they're not for you. And honoring that and moving away from beliefs and people and situations that, you know, they don't fulfill you is so honorable. And I feel like our society has never really allowed that to be a thing, but this is a tipping point, especially with this Wheel of Fortune. And then we also have the moon here. I mean, this is like revealing the undertones of society that we've been dealing with for a long time. And I feel like you play a really big part in that, because you're not going to settle. You're going to do what you feel like you need to do, and you're going to make that choice because you can't take it anymore. Honestly, with this 10 of Wands, it's like I deserve to live a life better, and I feel burdened by the life that I'm living or the situations that I'm currently exposing myself to is what I'm getting. It's like, you know, also with this Page of Swords here in reverse, yeah, I mean, you know, it's your life purpose to assert yourself in the way that challenges the beliefs and the, you know, the processes that you've always had to follow. The things that, you know, felt so set in stone changed with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, your luck changes. You're able to see clearly that there's other options and there's different paths to take. And I feel like, you know, that's kind of a contradictory, I feel like, with the moon here, because I feel like it may not be super, super clear where you're headed and where that path will take you, but it's not necessarily about where the path takes you. It's about the journey. And oh my God, I sound so annoying just saying that, but I hear you guys. Like, I feel that, you know, you may have confusion in your choices and where you go and like what you do, and I feel like that's kind of why the Page of Swords here is in reverse, because otherwise this card thinks it knows a lot. And like with a page, if you saw my other readings about anytime I talk about the pages, they're seen as like the immature, not necessarily in a bad way, just like they just don't know yet. They don't know what they don't know. So this being in reverse, it's like you know that you don't know stuff, and I feel like that confuses you. It somewhat blocks your path at times and makes you almost not want to assert yourself, but still you get pushed to do it anyway. And that's not wrong. Like, I feel like, you know, this Eight of Cups being upright really shows that it's in your best benefit in this lifetime to walk away from things that do not serve you, because you're healing and changing the game for not only you, but everybody, because you're creating a new standard. You know, we want to change society. We want to be the change in the world. We want to change the world, but how do you change the world? You know, it's not like you just declare it and say, I'm changing the world. It's happening now. Like, no, you have to do the work to change yourself. And from that, it expands outward, you know, it's inner work. And that's kind of the moon energy here next to this 10 of Wands. It's shadow work. It's picking up the sticks and being like, okay, like, I'm going to do something with this. I'm going to make a fire. I'm going to, you know, put it towards something instead of just letting things bog me down and letting this, you know, be a draining existence is what I'm getting. Like, you don't need to be drained. You don't need to key into certain things and just focus your whole life on that. Like, you have this fluidity that is supposed to see beauty in everyday situations. And, you know, if the current circumstances and situations that you're in don't allow that, of course, do not stay in them. But like I said, I feel like society has never seen this. We come from a place that is like, you know, you find a career and then you stick with it until you retire. And it's like, no, like, that's not how it works anymore. Like, we want more out of life than what, you know, sometimes things like that can offer. And I feel like that's kind of the Son of Cups here. The Son of Cups is going after what he feels is right, what he feels in his soul is meant for him. You know, there's magic in this cup. He is following it because he knows that he deserves magic. And if, you know, in comparison to this, there's no magic here. There's nothing left for him. So he moves on and he decides that there are things meant for him. You know, this card upside down really also to me shows that you're going towards a goal and you're putting your mind to it, you know, not just, you know, one way or this way. You're putting multiple ideas and beliefs and just things, you know, opportunities are being put together so you can make another opportunity. It's like, it's really being innovated and using your brain because, like I said, you just know better. You know that you can do something with this. In astrology, honestly, squares really represent having to, it's like inner tension. It's having to break free of something that is really frustrating to you internally. But if you can utilize this energy, I mean, squares can be some of the most abundant energies. Like, they give you a potent power. So if you can see, you know, the power in your ability to change and kind of shake up your mundane day-to-day routines by, you know, being the change, like I said, like showing up a little fearless, not gonna lie, like you're gonna want to have a little guts here. I feel like with the Page of Swords in reverse and with the Son of Cups upright, there's definitely a need to just kind of like, what I like to say is puff up your chest and do it. You know, it's gonna be a little uncomfy, and that's the thing about the square is like, even when you know what's right for you, that doesn't mean it's always going to feel 1,000% great because, you know, we have ego beliefs and just, we have ties to certain things. We have different understandings about, you know, who we're supposed to be in the world and where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to do with our time. But, you know, don't get bogged down by that, guys, because like I said, the sun is supposed to shine. It's supposed to help you individuate, and if you are doing things that make you feel like you're held back, of course you are going to start to feel restricted and tense and like you need to make a change, you know? Like that, I love it because it says, sounds the alarm. Yes, it's sounding the alarm to get a move on, to do something that feels good for you and not stay and pretend like you don't know that that's not the truth, because you do. You know, you don't have to keep working on your character in the same place just because, you know, it's society standard that you stay in one place your whole life. That's not who you're meant to be in this life. Your destiny is to transcend that, if you will, and follow the beliefs in what feels right to you on a core level, because that's a huge shift in reality, not only for you, but for every single person out there. You show them that you can make a decision, go with it, and you will be okay. And that is so empowering to people, you guys. Like, I mean, that shows people the way out of situations. And I feel like, you know, with the moon here, like I said, like even in times where you don't know that, you don't feel like you know the way out, if you hold on to your belief systems and, you know, you see that magic that is, you know, pulling you away from what you're currently dealing with, that will reveal something to you in the end. Inevitably, it has to, because the moon, the wheel of fortune, I mean, that's a shakeup, that's a reveal, that's, you know, things that were once hidden, aka maybe the fact that, you know, there was some dissatisfaction. I feel like it could have been under the surface for a while. When that is revealed to you, make your decision and go after what feels right to you, because that is part of your destiny to shape this world in general and be one of the people that, you know, start a movement, basically. You start a movement by, you know, being that person, and then other people follow. As they say, Rome wasn't built in one day. It was actually built from many different little steps that they took to build it, as, you know, it takes to build anything. So just know that in your life, when you take the time to evaluate your feelings, trust them, make decisions upon them, and then, like I said, gather up those sticks and see what you can do with them and, you know, do something with them, that is your life's destiny. You're going to make a change in this world, not only in your own personal world, but like I said, you're going to change how the world completely moves and what direction they go, because you're one of, you know, hopefully the many people that can choose this, and you can be the inspiration for other people to choose this because you choose it first. You take that route of being a leader and you do it. So group 2, I really hope this message resonated for you guys. So if it did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel for more messages. Of course, if you want to get a personal reading, that is linked down below, or you can email me like I said earlier. Yeah, otherwise, I will see you guys in a later video. Peace. Hey, group 3, let's get started with your reading about your life's destiny. So let's get laying your cards and see what's up. We have the Moon in reverse, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance, Knight of Cups, Temperance again, oh boy, 6 of Wands, the Hierophant, oh my goodness, 2, second house, Cancer, Capricorn, and 7th house. Wow, okie dokie, I'm excited for this reading. Let's get this, there we go. All right, so first things first, we just, you know, I'm going to put these over here real quick so we can look at this before we get into the astro cards. We just got to talk about the Temperance. Okay, I'm not going to sleep on this. So first things first, I see with the Temperance being here twice, you guys are meant to fuse the spiritual realm and the physical realm, you know, this 3D, the 5D and the 3D basically. You know, you're putting that energies together. I always see Temperance as taking, you know, the heavenly energies, divine energies, and being the divine channel is kind of how I see it. So with this being here twice, I mean, I feel like not only are you guys this person on the outside, like to other people, but in your private life, you know, that's also who you are and who you stand out to be. You're somebody who really, you're just very divine in the essence that you know exactly who you are and what every situation calls out of you. And even if that's not how you feel, because I feel like you guys may doubt yourself a bit, you know, especially with the 7 of Pentacles here in reverse. It's like you're actually getting things and you're like reaping what you sow basically, but with it being reversed, it's like you don't see it. You don't understand necessarily the power that you have. But I mean, you guys, you can't have Temperance here twice and not be a powerful freaking human being. I'm sorry. This is truth. And then with our 6 of Wands here in the Hierophant, this is success. So the Hierophant, this is like having a following. So literally, if this is like social media following, you could have a following, considering this is also the card of success and like public recognition. So literally, you guys could just be the type of people that other people know and they're aware of. Like I said, whether that's literally on social media or whether that's just publicly. I just feel like you guys are going to be well known, and that's part of your destiny because you're a pure person. You're coming from a place that is very different than I think other people come from. And you know, I think other, you know, and I think other people come from it, but I don't think they always fuse it together in the way that you do with real life. And that's beautiful, honestly, because we have the moon here in reverse. Then we also have Cancer, and Cancer rules the moon. So, you know, these two being together, I mean, well, I actually should say in tarot, this is ruled by Pisces, so I digress. Anyways, but in astrology, Cancer and the moon go together. So, like I said, I feel like, you know, personally, I feel like you've been through a lot of things that revealed to you your more nurturing side, and maybe this more in tune side, if you will, where you decided that, you know, you want to make a difference in the world, and you decided that, like, the only way that I can actually do that is by stepping up and being this, you know, person that cares, because this world doesn't care, is what I'm getting. Like, you've sensed that in your life, you know, with this Capricorn energy as well. Like I said, like, you have that energy of, like, out in public and at home, you know, 10th house, 4th house, you know, it's being very, very well known, but also, like, you've been through some things that, you know, show you that you can do both. You've had to take on both personas. I feel like, you know, yeah, especially right here with the 7th house with relating, you know, you've had to take on both personas. You've had to be both sides of the coin. So, you know, inevitably you've learned how to use both sides of the coin. Geez, cannot talk. You've used both sides of the coin and realized that you can, you know, be a complete package. You've utilized that you can actually sell yourself, because you are two sides of a coin, you know. You're not just one-sided. You're not fake. You actually have something worthwhile to give to the world. And that's kind of the 2nd house right here, because it says assets, but it's your value. It's your self-worth, the way that you love yourself, the way that you value yourself. And I just feel like, you know, maybe you've been in positions where people were cold to you and they didn't, you know, let you in, and they didn't let you see things. So maybe it sent you on, like, a really, like, mystical journey, honestly, because the Hierophant is, you know, it's social change. It's being the one who is like, hold on, you know, this comes after the Emperor, where the Emperor sets the ground rules, and the Hierophant's like, okay, I'm a spiritual leader, though. Like, yeah, your ground rules work really well in this world and in this, you know, society or whatever, but the Hierophant says, like, I have the key to change, to actual evolution, to growth, to spiritual development, and I'm not sleeping on it anymore. And I feel like you guys almost slept on yourself for a while, and maybe that's why you don't see how beneficial your energy is, honestly. Especially, like I said, with the moon in reverse here, it's like, I feel slowly you're becoming aware of it, but honestly, you guys, like I said, you do not get Temperance in reverse twice and not be the kind of person that is meant to bring healing into this world. Not only healing, but abundance, prosperity, all the good hippy-dippy spiritual shit that people talk about in the highest light. You know, you guys are the actual group of people that can bring that into this world, because you've trusted yourself. You've done the work. Knight of Cups here, you know, between the two Temperance says a lot to me. It says that your focused intention on yourself, on your beliefs, on the things that you care about and you devote yourself to, has actually helped you, you know, combine this sensitive energy with this passionate energy. Because if you see here, like, you have depictions of both fire and water. So it's like being steamy, you know, this is like Mars and Scorpio type energy, where it's like you have a very powerful energy, a very potent energy, and your destiny in life is to stand in that potency and allow it to spread onto not only, you know, the people you're around, but like the world. You guys, like, this is a big scale change, because like I said, like, you're the same person at home that you are in public. Like, you know, or you're working to be in this lifetime. That's part of your destiny, is to do that, because I feel like the person you are at your core, that's so pure, that's so intentional, and that's so willing to just gift others with this knowledge and this awareness of their own potency, you know, that is, oh my God, like, that is, I'm speechless. Like, I really don't have so much to even comment on it. It's powerful, but it's like, I can't even explain to you the power. You're going to have to feel it for yourself. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with this lightning bolt, is like, you guys are due for a change. You guys are due for, I'm hearing like a windfall. Like, you guys are due for this big switch up that shows you that, like, hey, you have something to be proud of. but maybe it's not going to come the way that you think it will. Maybe, you know, you're going to have to step out in a way that you're uncomfortable with before that energy comes up. Because that's one thing here about these whole astro cards. It's like Cancer and Capricorn are opposites. And do they necessarily feel comfortable in each other's energy? You know, yeah, I mean, they're opposites, so they do attract, but at the same time, they're opposites. They show two different poles of the spectrum, and it's like, you know, having to use both of these to your advantage. Also, you know, noting that these are two Venus houses. You know, the second house is Taurus, which rules Venus, and seventh house is Libra, which rules Venus. You know, I just feel like you've learned to, like, you know, have tough love, but also nurturing love and caring love. And like I said, the two sides of the coin, your duality, really is the ticket here. It shows you a lot about, you know, where you're coming from, but what you can do with that. Because, you know, it's all a matter of what you want and what you believe in. And I don't know, I feel like with you guys, you know, at times you just question if you're actually doing the dang thing, if you're actually making, you know, worthwhile decisions and changes in your life. But, like, I swear you all are just so in tune emotionally and spiritually that it's subtle. Like, I feel like your changes are subtle until they're not. And then when they're not, you're gonna believe me and you're gonna be like, oh my god, Paige was right. Like, I actually am the shit. But, like, you guys, I promise you, like, it's your life's destiny to stand in that alignment, that power, be the pillar from, you know, the heavens. Always, like, I like to give that imagery to people. Like, think of a cord coming up from your head, connecting to the sky, to the stars, to the prettiest thing in the world that you can think of up high above you, and then connect your feet down to, you know, the darkest thing below you and the heaviest thing, something that roots you. That contrast is everything. That shows alignment. Like I said, alignment, you know, like, think about it as in terms of being a pillar from the heavens down to earth. You're rooting these concepts in a place that is, you know, not used to them. So is that going to be very clear that it's working right away? Like, no, I feel like it's not going to be clear. I feel like you guys spend a lot of your time being very aware that things may not be working. Like, there's a huge possibility, especially with this Capricorn energy, that, oh my god, like, what I'm doing literally could be worth nothing. Like, I could just not, you know, this could be all for nothing, like I said. But, like, you guys, I am just laughing because it's like, you're gonna literally think back to me and you're gonna be like, oh my god, that bitch was right. Like, she knew what I didn't see at that time. Because the moon in reverse here in the Seven of Pentacles is straight up telling you it's happening, but you don't see it. It's happening and it's not apparent to you right now yet, though. Because, like, I keep saying this, y'all, temperance twice. You don't have it twice unless you have that energy of being somebody who can transmute and fuse this type of darkness and this type of, I don't know, it's very alchemy kind of energy. You're being guided in this lifetime. It's your destiny to be the alchemizer, be somebody that fuses the light and dark together, that fuses spirituality and, you know, the human existence together, the human condition together, you know, because Cancer and Capricorn, like I said, I keep coming back to, like, this whole home and outside energy type thing, like the public energy. So it's like, when you act in complete alignment, when you are the person that you say you are, you're walking the walk, you talk the talk, that is your life's destiny. That whole alignment, because I feel like you have discovered both poles in this lifetime, and now it's your destiny to fuse them together and say, okay, not only am I the soft, nurturing, loving, intuitive, protective, mothering energy, but I am strong, I am sturdy, I am stable, I have boundaries, I work for things that I care about, and I am resilient because I won't stop at anything until I reach my goal, because I believe that my goal is exactly where I need to be and exactly what I need to be doing. And when you step into that, and when you value yourself and you value the way that you see the world and the way that you relate to other people, you guys, I'm not even kidding you, that's where this comes in. This Hierophant and the Six of Wands, you are going to stand out. You are going to be the one and only that people are watching and following, because you know what's up. People around you, people in your home life, People know what's up with you because you have this fucking power. You know where you're supposed to be, and you're doing it. You're doing the dang thing. That is your life's destiny, group 3. So I hope that resonated for you guys, because that was very straight to the point. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more videos from me. Otherwise, private readings can be linked or booked in the link down below. And otherwise, I will see you guys in a later video. Peace.